Okay guys, so we've got 7 products guaranteed to fix leaks on your plumbing system. We're gonna get a portaband out and we're gonna go ahead and nick 4 different pieces of copper and fix the repairs on them. Here's what we got. These are the glue fittings. And literally, if you look, it shows you to clean it, put the glue on and glue it together. So we're gonna test it and see what'll happen. So let's set this thing up and have fun. Okay, so I've got them all cut. I've got them all ready. All we gotta do is clean them up, the ones we're supposed to clean, and apply all the different products. PC plumbing, it doesn't make sense to me, but you know what? It is what it is. We've read the directions. It does not say clean it, do anything at all, so we don't wanna do anything. It says it can be sanded, drilled, or painted after 60 minutes. So now I've gotta knead it until these 2 different colors here blend as one. You got a light gray and a dark gray, or light gray and a light blue there. All right, my colors are good. So I need to roll this up in a piece long enough to go around a 1/2-inch piece of pipe. Now we're lucky because we can look down in here and I'm pushing on it pretty good because I want it to stick to the copper, but I'm not pushing so hard that it's going down deep inside that hole. So I think that this one here is probably good to go. All right, so next we're going to pipe repair. Water activated fiberglass wrap. Now I gotta tell you what, that sounds like there's a possibility there. And I like that what they show is like a split on a copper, like a freeze break would be. So this comes with a few directions on both sides.
Wow, that's a lot of words.
This one here is gonna take about 30 minutes to shoot. You gotta knead it, you gotta wrap it, you gotta keep wrapping it, you gotta go back till it starts bubbling and watch it. It says apply the kneaded power stick putty into the repair area, tapering the putty onto the pipe. Should be in place, hardening occurs usually within 2 minutes. It's funny, 2 minutes for it to start getting hard, and then it's gonna take you at least that much time to get this together and ready. Okay, tapering it down on the pipe all the way around, working that really good. And one thing is it really doesn't ask you how big the hole is, how big the pipe is, anything like that. So I mean, this could be enough to make a repair on a 6-inch pipe or a 1/2-inch pipe, I'm not sure, but either way, I wanna work that in there good. Immediately open the foil pouch wrap, pour water into the foil pouch. To ensure the water is distributed into all portions of the tape, squeeze the tape while submerged in the water. I don't know if it means through the bag or in the bag or with the bag.
Hello.
Now this is a lot of tape for this leak. Remember, it tells me to start on the bottom and then wrap. Once all tape has been applied to the pipe, grab the taped area, squeeze firmly, and rotate your hands in the direction of the wrap. This ensures all your layers of the wrap will tighten. All right, so we're gonna let this set up and cure up and finish doing its deal. Press some pieces on it. We'll be ready to test it and see what happens. So now it's just for copper, just for copper, just for copper. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do each one independently. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean up the ends with the abrasive cloth that they give us because that's what they want. And we're gonna try to clean the insides with that abrasive cloth too. And then we're gonna use the 3 separate glues and glue each one just like they show us how to do it. And it's literally, you put a little bit on the pipe, you put a little bit in the fitting and put it in there and turn it. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right, so what we're gonna do now is go to each one of them, apply the glue that they say, the way they say it, put one on each end, and we'll see what happens. So what I'm doing is, and I wanna see how thick this is. Okay, it's a little thicker than water. So I'm putting it down in here and just kind of using the tip of it to make sure I get it all the way around there. He said 5 seconds, so I'm wanting to kind of hurry up with this.
3.
Here's piece number 1. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one just like the other one. Try and shake it up as much as I can. All right, so just like we did last time. All right, it's time to start getting ready to blow them apart. All right, guys, so Here's the epoxy putty from PC Plumbing. So let's turn on city pressure and see what we can get it to do. All right, so we are on. Got about 72 PSI pressure in there. It appears to be doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the hydrostatic pump. We're gonna bump it up just a little bit and see what happens. So right here, I'm at 122. Most city water pressures that we run into here around Dallas, around 100. I've seen it probably as high as 120. I've probably seen some areas of Dallas that is as low as 60 or 80 at certain times. So right now we're at or above what almost any city water pressure around will be. So let's go ahead and bump it up just a little bit more. Just over 5?
Just over 5.
We took it from 120 up to over 5 before it ruptured. Guys, this would hold city water pressure, and it did without leaking. Okay, guys, so here we are with the power wrap pipe repair. We're gonna do just like we've been doing. We'll make sure it's open down here. Ease on the water, and we have no leaks under it right now. I'm gonna shut this off, try to bleed out some of the air. And we look like we're holding. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna bump up the hydrostatic pump just a little bit, add some pressure to it. Okay, so just like we did on the last one, we're right around 120. Again, guys, I'm letting this sit here. There's no sign of a leak whatsoever. The only problem that we had on this is the fiberglass at the very end did finally peel up just a little bit during that final cure. So we know it's still shrinking, still moving. It may not be beautiful, but it's holding.
I think you blew there.
Okay, guys, so this held to 1,000 PSI, and now, don't get me wrong, it's dripping pretty decent, but it's not even dripping solid and steady. It's just a good little drip here and there. If you've got an emergency at home, or even you're a plumber, if you get out on the field and maybe you had to go out 100 miles to do a job, I don't know, it may be worth carrying on your truck to get you through an emergency. So far, I'm pretty impressed by this stuff. Okay, so this is just for copper glue. And this is the small pack, the introductory pack, I guess. But let's turn it on and see what we have for city water pressure. All right, nothing leaking inside yet. Right now, guys, it looks like we're holding at 72 PSI. I almost want to open it up and get in there and bang it because I used to have an inspector that would do that. You'd call him for a water inspection and he'd be walking along and see a 2x4 and he'd walk over and pick it up. Boy, he'd just reach up there and start hitting your water line. And you're like, what the?
Donkey?
He said, I'm trying to knock it apart. That's why you keep hitting it that hard, you're going to. So we're good now. I'm gonna take it up just a little bit. Right now, we're holding steady right at 110 PSI. I'm gonna see if I can bump it once more just to get it up around 120, just because we've had the other ones up there. How much can air compress? Guys, this blows my mind. We've hydrostatic tested this up to 6,600 PSI, glued together, copper pipe and fittings. And guys, I gotta tell you, this could be the end of solder. Ready, where's the pressure going? I mean, I see zero sign of water anywhere. Right now, I'm showing around 5,500 here. All right, coming up again. You want to watch this squirt? Or we're recording this one too, right? The hydrostatic pump's not kicking in, but the pressure just went up to 6,500. I know you did. The weld broke, but the copper pipe is still intact. The copper pipe we just glued 2 fittings onto, and just tested, and the pressure went up over 7,000 PSI. Guys, there's no water under the joints that I glued, but the weld didn't make it. So guys, as you can see, we got 2 more pieces that, well, I don't even think we need to test. I want to, but we've got to go buy a new test assembly. This is kind of crazy. I got to tell you, I never expected the glue to hold up like that. So this blows my mind. So guys, just for copper, I got to tell you, we tested this one here that, well, it wasn't the big version and it wasn't even the pro version. And unfortunately, our testing apparatus blew apart before the glued copper joints did. So this is crazy. If you know a plumber, you know anybody that owns a house may need to make their own repairs one day, share this video with them. This is gonna blow a lot of people's minds. And then get a bottle of this to have at home in case you need it. If you enjoyed this one, I definitely think you're gonna like this one.